The day Ricky Jones got off with what he did, to try and put things into perspective, I used Lucy Connolly and what happened to her as a comparison, in that Ricky Jones just had the English legal system working in his favour, i.e. everything that led up to the point of him being found not guilty by a jury. It was just the legal system working in his favour. Lucy Connolly, on the other hand, in my opinion, was given some rather crap legal advice. Well, there's been a bit of a development on that today. As we all know, Lucy Connolly has been released and reunited with her family. That's very, very good news for anybody that's, you know, fought this free speech battle and kept an eye on this case from beginning to end. The fact of the matter is, she should never be there. She shouldn't have been in prison in the first place. But there's some interesting stuff that's come out in the mainstream media which corroborates some of the comments that you left me on that original video. And it's this. I want to bring up a tweet that Julia Hartley-Brewer left, which basically summarises it all. What she's saying is, it's far deeper. The rot is far deeper than we originally realised. Lucy, and no doubt others in her position, but let's concentrate on Lucy. She was told that if she didn't plead guilty, then she could be held on remand and not get a court date until January. So she'd sit there, or the threat of sitting there in a prison cell, kicking her heels until a court date in January. You know, plead guilty, it'll be okay, you'll get lesser time, blah, 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 blah. So she was effectively forced into a position where she pled guilty. Now, at the end of the day, all of these people that are in this position, I would suggest signing up for something like the Free Speech Union, as I have. But I think furthermore, it's difficult if you're not in that position yourself, but do not bow down to the pressure from the state, because hearing this and seeing this coming out in the press today really confirms to me and everybody else that made the comment, this was a political decision. There's no two ways about it. Therefore, we end up in a position where Lucy Connolly is effectively a political prisoner. She was left with no choice, pushed into a corner, and acted accordingly. And obviously, 31 months inside was the result. That was the sentence. So I think if you refer back to Ricky Jones, just for a second, you've got to think to yourself, hang on a minute, I'm not guilty. It's time that this, you know, there has to be a solution to this, because people can't be put in prison for just speaking, for expressing an opinion. It's gone too far. Now, what happens next? Hopefully she will rebuild her life. Hopefully she will be left alone in peace, but we will see. And what doesn't help is comments made by idiots online. Now, the usual idiot is Femi, and put this here. Apparently she's terrorist related, or some ridiculous amount of bullshit like that. And again, this fella takes the free speech thing and turns it into defamation and throws it everywhere. But in this case, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And in the words of Catherine Blakelock, somebody needs to sue him, but we will see. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, have a look at this video here, and I will look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.